Hello and welcome to the Amy
And Kyle.
Adventures Podcast, also known as the AKA Podcast. This is the podcast where we talk about all things marriage, mental health and cycling. The things we love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
we sure do.
Do you love being married to me?
I love cycling, yeah, it's alright.
Hey!
No, of course I do.
I don't think you love being married to me this week. I've been a bit
understandably stressed.
Been a bit stressed because the ever impending doom of the Tour de France is approaching.
It's not a doom. You chose to do this.
It feels like it at the minute. No, I'm only joking. It will be good, but I'm getting a bit stressed because, well, when this podcast goes out, it will probably be like literally a few days, 3 or 4 days before I start. But right now, where I'm sat on the sofa, I'm starting a week tomorrow.
Not long.
And for anyone that doesn't know, it's basically I'm cycling every stage of the men's Tour de France plus the transfers for mental health charity Shout. So it's going to be around 4,080 miles, which is about 6,400 kilometres. I'm going to do it in either 29 or 30 days. One full rest day. My other rest day has now turned into a 40-mile ride, which will be very steady. And yeah, basically just killing my bum and hopefully not killing you, Kyle.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a few moans along the way.
Yeah, because Kyle, your job is to drive around, meet me for lunch, keep me fueled, and you're going to ride bits as well, aren't you?
Yeah, it's looking like I'm going to be riding a fair bit.
You're going to definitely do Mont Ventoux.
Yeah.
All the big climb. Tourmalet.
Yeah.
It's a big climb.
Hautacam.
Hautacam, yeah.
I've seen that on the Tour de France in previous years, but it's not. I don't know if it's as well known, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. So you'll get your rides in as well, but I think we've got 7 days to go, and we've been having deliveries non-stop for the past week because we've been getting everything ordered that we need. The next video that goes out on my YouTube actually will be us showing my bike set up and all the stuff that we've ordered that we're taking with us, which we're recording tomorrow, Kyle. So
yeah,
we'll save all of that for that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in our dining room at the minute. There's a lot of stuff going on in my head, but I've got to try and be calm and just remind myself I'm doing it for a really good reason. I think I'm just like, sorry, Kyle, am I boring you?
You're boring me.
Not snoring, you're yawning. You will be snoring tonight.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it has been a long day. Today I've been putting TT bars on my gravel bike because I'm going to have TT bars on.
Which do look really good.
It does look good. And when I had them just sat on the, what's it called?
The roller.
The roller, yeah. It felt really comfy. I wish I could put TT bars on my Dogma, but it didn't work out. We would have had to get new bars.
You can't put one of those sort of bars,
no.
yeah.
So I might end up riding my gravel bike quite a lot.
Well, I think you should mix it up.
Yeah.
Especially on the climbs, I think your Dogma will probably be better.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be riding.
It'll be lighter.
You won't be riding on tri-bars up a mountain.
No. But it'll just give me the option for comfort. But yeah, when we got there, like the bar, it didn't fit on my bars, so we had to swap the bars, and then I was late because I had a sports massage, and then I had a meeting with the brand, and then your grandma and granddad came to trim Chester. Chester's looking a bit different right now. He's got hardly any fur.
He's looking a lot more brown.
Yeah, that'll be on the YouTube as well, actually, because I did video him. And then they took the key with them that I was meant to be getting in the house with. And then, do you know what else I did today? Absolute failure. And I've just remembered this. And I feel really a bit bad, actually. I've not told you.
What?
This just sums up how my head is at the minute.
There's nothing that's going to upset me, is it?
No. It's quite funny, but also a bit embarrassing. Also a bit like, Amy, you idiot. So basically, because your grandma and granddad took the house key, so I didn't want to just be sat on the drive doing nothing. I thought, I'll go to Tesco and I'll get, instead of us going on Monday night to get all the stuff that I need, like as in, because we're going to take rice, pasta, like almond milk that you don't have to keep in the fridge, all like loads of snacks and all the toothpaste and everything like that. Sense. I thought, yeah, I'll go and get like a load of rice, everything. So I literally went into Tesco. I was like feeling good. I had like 5 bags of rice, 3 bags of tinfoil, noodles, loads of things of almond milk, oat milk, the Plenish ones that are my favourite, that you don't have to put in the fridge, but also 100% organic, no rubbish ingredients. That's not an advert, I just love them.
Yeah, we don't get paid for that.
What else did I have in there? I had the little plastic bag things to put my dates in and to put wet wipes in. I had loads of bags of porridge oats, basically everything that we needed to take in the car. Because basically the plan is then you won't have to buy stuff
It
like
just
that.
makes things like that easier.
Yeah, all you'll have to be worried about getting is like meat and veg, stuff that can go mouldy. But everything that doesn't go mouldy we'll take with us. So I was like, yeah. And then I even put in there some ice lollies for later for you when you got back from work. Some frozen raspberries, frozen blueberries, because I like them with yoghurt later on because it's quite hot. Some mushrooms, because I'm obsessed with them. Oh, and some big tubs of peanut butter to take. Got to the checkout in the self-service. Put my little tick on, yeah, add your own bag, put my bags in. Then I thought, hang on a minute. When I went to UK Bike Fit this morning, I paid on my debit card, which I normally keep in the back of my phone case. And I thought, did I put my debit card back in the back of my phone case? And I don't have Apple Pay or anything like that. So before I started scanning, I just opened the back of my phone case and I thought, oh, balls. No debit card.
Where did you leave it?
Well, it was in my car.
That's not too bad.
No, but then I got stressed and I was like, I can't just leave the trolley. And then I didn't want to ask the man. And I was going to ask the man if I could leave my trolley there and come back. But then I got all in a tiz and all stressed. So I just left the trolley and went
You muppet.
and drove home.
Why did you do that? Why didn't you just
because
go,
the car?
go
Because the reason is because the car was right the other side of the car park in the sweltering heat. Reason one. Reason two was I had 10 minutes to get home before I had a meeting with a brand. So I thought I don't have time to go to the car and come back. So I felt really bad, but I just left the trolley there and went, and nobody saw me. And then I went back to Tesco after my sports massage, just to get the raspberries and the blueberries because I couldn't carry all that stuff because I was walking. And I thought, oh, I hope they didn't recognise me because I left all that trolley.
Was the trolley gone?
Some poor Tesco person's had to put all that stuff back on the shelves.
Oh, that's bad, that is.
I feel bad, but at the same time, I just panicked.
Yeah. This is the difference between me and you is I always make sure I've got my card on me. Amy's a nightmare with 1, cards, 2, keys.
I'm just a nightmare in
when
general.
I go to a shop, the first thing I'm thinking is card. Well, just card, really.
Yeah, that's the first thing I think, but I've had such a busy day.
And it's not the first time I've known you not to.
Yeah, it has happened once before.
Essentials.
There was once when I did the whole food shop at Aldi and I didn't have my debit card, remember?
Yeah.
And I had to drive home and get it at that point because I did need a food shop. So I said, "Oh, I'm really sorry, I've left my purse at home." So I had to drive home from Aldi and then drive back. No, that was embarrassing as well. I should learn, but that just sums up how I am right now. But hopefully we'll get to France in one piece and we won't forget anything. So we'll go back to Tesco on Monday and you can come with me. To be fair, it's probably better if you do come with me because I won't forget anything because I'm good with lists.
So you didn't get the tinfoil? I
didn't get anything.
No.
I got nothing because I couldn't.
No ice lollies?
Well, yeah, I've got you some ice lollies because I walked. Oh, I actually did get tinfoil because after my sports massage, I went back to Tesco and I got my blueberries, my raspberries, ice lollies for you. And actually, no, Oreo ice creams in the Tesco special buy.
Yeah,
and I did think, I can carry some tinfoil in the plastic bags and toothpaste. So I bought that. So we won't have to buy that on Monday.
I think that's just because you had sympathy for me because I've been at work in the sweltering heat.
Because it's really hot and I thought you've been outside all day.
With no shade.
Yeah. And I thought this is going to be me in France. You're going to have to buy me ice lollies.
Oh, that's just reminded me actually. Maybe put a camping chair in the car.
That's a good idea.
Or 2.
Yeah, you can sit and watch me ride past. I was thinking that actually, because probably wouldn't want to sit in the car. Also, I know this is not very good for the podcast, sorry. I'm actually just having a normal conversation with you.
No, you might want...
We should get some seat covers for the car.
Yes, so you might want to sit in the car for the aircon.
For the aircon I will, but then I'm thinking, if it's in the shade, I might want to sit outside. But also, seat covers for the car, because obviously it's a Skoda car, and we've got to give it back after. And if it's raining or something, I'm sat in the car and it's messy. I just don't want to risk that, so we need to order them.
You watch it'll come with car seats on, covers.
Well, I'm just going to order some anyway and we can use them. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Because the car is coming the day that we're driving to Dover. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to have time. So, yeah. But anyway, moving on. The last video that went out on YouTube, which has not been edited yet but will be out by the time this podcast goes out, is Kyle's video of his 300k Audax. Yeah. Which I was really upset because I really wanted to do it with you, but I wasn't allowed.
I think you was more upset that I was leaving you for the day.
No, I was more upset that I wanted to ride with you. I literally, because obviously I'm tapering now, so I messaged my coach. I was like, there's a 300k Audax on Saturday and Kyle's doing it. I'm not allowed to do it, am I? He was like, no. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But you did it, and how was it?
To be fair, it's nice to go and do those long rides on your own sometimes.
Oh, thanks.
No, it is. you've done loads of long rides on
It
your
is
own.
nice, yeah, because you can go at your own pace.
But
you weren't on your own. You rode with Nigel and Stevie.
that wasn't the original plan.
Right.
But I got there and I thought, do you know what? We've got France coming up. I don't want to getting hit by anything or anyone. Being in a group's probably a little bit better.
Yeah.
Going at a slower pace than I usually would is probably better.
Yeah.
For fatigue because I had to drive home after. So I thought, yeah, just chill out. Until the last 38 miles, I left them at that point.
You wanted to get back, didn't you?
Yes, because they were stopping for refreshments and dinner. And I thought, well, I just want to get back.
Refreshments, that's a very posh word.
Refreshments because I don't want to tell you what they stopped for.
Beer, basically.
Beer, basically, yeah.
Oh.
Only the one, but
that's right.
I didn't
At least
have time to waste.
You were sensible, weren't you?
Yes, well, I had to drive home.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I went and did my own 300k.
What was your high and low of the ride?
The low was the fact that the weather said the sun would come out about 1 o'clock, and it persisted just to rain until the last 3 hours.
Meanwhile, I was here in the sun going on a cafe ride with my friend Laura.
Yeah, and everyone told me, oh, it was lovely in Derby.
It was literally sunny all day here. I felt so bad.
We had like a brutal headwind and loads of showers.
No, we did have the wind, to be fair, but it was sunny.
Yeah, but my 300k was quite... Well, for the 2/3 of it was very hilly.
Yeah.
And then it got easy after that.
And what was your ride high? Coming home to me?
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
No, I think my ride high... Don't know, I like riding in Wales anyway, so the climbs were good. The ride high. I enjoyed riding up the Lamberis bit, do you know where we've ridden it before? Past our favourite cafe in that part.
Oh yeah, you were riding in Wales, weren't you?
What's the cafe called? Cafe Gwynant.
Cafe Gwynant in Wales.
In fact, I took a picture to show you, but I didn't actually show you.
I love it.
As I rode past it, I took a picture, thought, I'll show me that when I go back. But
I'm going to go there. So the week after, 3 weeks after Tour de France, me and Molly are going to go, my sister are going to go to our caravan in Wales.
Yeah.
Not with the bike.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I am taking the bike. Molly's going to hire an e-bike.
Oh, that would be
we're just going to go on some cafe rides.
I did meet a chap called Paul, actually, as I went past there.
Paul?
His name was Paul. He was from Audax Club Hackney. Really nice
Hackney,
chap.
that's all the
Watches
way
our
in London.
YouTube.
You come all the way from London to Wales?
Started in near Shrewsbury, yeah. And I was riding with him up the climb a little bit for a bit. Then he decided to stop at the Snowdon viewpoint, which kind of had, you couldn't see any part of Snowdon.
Oh.
Apparently his dad's ashes were scattered near Snowdon. So I thought that's a nice place. I thought that was quite special though, because it's a nice place to have your ashes scattered.
Do you want me to scatter you there when you die?
I wouldn't mind being scattered there. It's a nice place, isn't it? Well,
when
it's not raining.
I'll go on an Audax and throw you over Snowdon.
Yeah.
Although...
Or go on an Audax and stop at quite a few cafes, have sausage rolls and then...
What, scatter you into the sausage rolls?
Yeah. Don't eat me.
Don't eat, then eat you. Oh no, that's just... Okay, now it's taken a weird turn.
Yeah.
No, but if...
So that was good.
Yeah, hopefully, let's not think about
that. And I met what was her name, the lady? She sounded like she was from up north. Our sort of neck, maybe Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And she was a very strong rider. She was in the 400k version of what I was doing.
Yeah.
It was called a really cool fact about it. It was called the Irish Mail Express, what I was doing.
Right.
But there was the 400k Irish Mail version. And it was called that because apparently they used to bring the mail and deliveries over into Holyhead and then in through Wales and into the UK. Hence all the time. Amy's looking at me thinking, oh, this is very boring, but I thought it was really interesting.
What, they used to deliver mail...
On cart, horse and cart.
What, they used to have a horse and cart going over the sea?
Well, it's like postal service, isn't it?
So you used to go in a ship and then...
Holyhead. Yeah. Wales. And then into England.
But isn't that just the same as what anything would be? If
it's called Irish Mail. But you'll remember...
you love facts, don't you?
You'll remember the wall that you ride on as you go into Holyhead, that big stone wall with a train track.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like trains.
I do not like trains. My whole life I've been dragged on trains by my dad because he worked for them.
The Irish Mail trains used to be on very similar tracks to that. It was quite cool. We did see one of them where it used to be.
Oh, right.
So I thought that was quite interesting. I wasn't so happy with all the steep hills there.
Yeah.
A lot of steep hills.
So basically, you love facts about trains and mail.
It's not the fact I love facts about trains or mail. I just thought that was really interesting.
You do love a fact because
I love facts, yeah.
Whenever we go on a ride or
history
something,
as well.
You're like, oh, when back in the 1800s, this place was this, and I'm just thinking. To be fair, I know probably should care a bit more, But I think I have so much going on in my head.
I
can't take any more facts in.
I think some people don't like to take in the history of things and the places.
No, I do. I like to think about it, but I don't.
Whenever I talk to you about facts of history of places, are you not as interested?
No, I quite like the history.
I think it's like a respect thing.
I did do history at AS level, and did it at GCSE. But the thing like the mail, that's not really.
No, but I was riding on parts of the
what
route,
you're basically
which
saying
is the Irish Mail.
A postman used to deliver some posts from Ireland to England. But isn't that just the same as every postman that delivers, for example, from France to England?
On horse and cart, though, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, but didn't everyone go on a horse and cart those days?
Yeah, but it's through Holyhead and through the... In
I just don't get it.
Some of the route that I was doing would have been the route that would have taken from Holyhead through Wales into England.
But I could say, tonight I could go on a cycle ride.
And it would have been more of a challenge back then on horse and cart.
But I could say, I'm going to ride, say, for example, I'm going to ride tonight, I'm going to ride to Nottingham. And
They didn't have bikes back then.
Yeah, but I could say I'm riding on the same route that a postman on a horse and cart used to ride on like 200 years ago. Same thing.
Not quite the same views, but
yeah.
Okay.
But do you know what I mean? Because
no, I get your point, but I just thought that was a really interesting fact, and there's loads of signs.
I feel like I'm just being horrible, sorry.
You're not respecting the history of...
No, I do respect the history. I don't want to be disrespectful.
You are respecting the history.
I am.
So you're just mocking me, basically.
I'm going to do the Irish mail.
I think it's a really cool thing.
Did you deliver any mail while you were on the ride?
I think I delivered Nigel some pain. Not that I was aiming to, but yeah.
So overall, you had a good ride.
It was a good ride. The weather wasn't so good. The wind wasn't so good. There was a lot of steep hills.
The wind wasn't so good when you got back either, Kyle, to be honest. I don't know what you'd eaten.
I didn't actually eat anything.
What did you...
I didn't have any sweets
No,
on the
you
ride.
said to me, you got back and like, really proud of me because I had no fizzy drinks. And then, next morning, Stevie put a picture on and you were having a can of Coke and I was like...
What I said is I'd had no
funny.
sweets
Yeah, it was funny.
on the ride. And I said I'd surprise you because at one of the controls, normally I'd probably grab a few sweets or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I decided to go for packet chicken, ready to eat chicken. And I thought that was really good, like ready protein.
Yeah, but it might not give you much energy.
That's fine for energy.
Was it? To be fair, I once remember in France I had a chicken packet.
I had some of them.
It's just when you want something.
Bars, so I was alright.
Oh, it's just when you want. It's when you want something savoury into it. I do like a bit of chicken. Maybe in France.
No, it's really nice. I really enjoyed it.
You know, in France they do those like chicken breasts in the packets. Oh yeah, get me some of them on France. Might want some of them.
In France, not on France.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll be on France.
I suppose you are on France.
I'm riding on the ground. But yeah.
So no, it was good. I was quite tired the next day though.
Yeah, you had to.
Because I had to get.
Oh yeah, the next day we went on a cafe ride, didn't we?
But to get there, I had to get up at 3:15, didn't I?
Yeah.
And didn't get home till midnight. So.
But like I always say, you can't complain about that.
No, I can't.
You could have done anything with your Saturday.
Yeah, I did. I could have done a local one. I thought.
Yeah. But that's what I always try and tell myself. You know, like when I'm getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning for a ride. To be fair, I never really it doesn't really bother me.
It bothers me.
But if I'm like, oh, it's early, I just think, well, I've chosen to do it. I could stay in bed all day if I wanted, but for some reason I'm getting up at the crack of dawn. So
it does bug me sometimes.
Yeah, you're not a morning person.
We're getting up early pretty much every weekend.
Well, get ready for getting up early 30 days in a row end of next week.
Well, I hope you appreciate it.
I do. I really do appreciate it.
I'm giving up a lot for this.
But also, hang on a minute. Yeah, but it's better than laying bricks for a month. Living the dream life.
It is, but I'm still working on it.
Not
still
really.
putting in a lot of effort. I'm not.
Yeah, you're putting in loads of effort. I
don't
don't underestimate that, but I think there'll be so many people listening to this that would die to do that for a month. Not die, but you know, people sat at an office, or like I could be working in blooming finance still, or being a nurse.
Yeah, I've had a lot of messages off people saying I have had a lot of messages off people saying this is going to be a lot of hard work.
It will be. Oh no, don't doubt. It's going to be hard. Like this is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done.
That's the point, though.
That's the point. If it was easy, we wouldn't be raising money for charity.
No, I'm not. No, I'm in a fortunate position.
Yeah, I think like I always try and bring things back to perspective of like no matter how hard it is on Tour de France, there's people with real problems going on. This is something I've chosen to do, so I can't complain. I mean, I will complain at points. Obviously, it's going to be hard, but I have to try and bring that perspective back to I've chosen to do this. I'm doing it for a good cause. There's so many people like in a 9-to-5 office job, maybe hating it. We're doing this like.
Yeah, I didn't choose to do it, but I couldn't leave you without support.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you're making it sound like you don't want to do it.
No, I do want to do it. I am actually looking forward to it.
Cause
I can't let you know that I'm looking forward to it too much, because otherwise you'll think I'm just on holiday.
I know you're looking forward to it. You basically are a little bit, let's be honest. Your job is basically driving. It is. I know it's going to be hard for you.
You say that, but
like realistically, you're going to be driving around France, going to bakeries, meeting me for lunch, and cheering me on.
I'm riding and editing YouTube.
But you'll enjoy the riding. You want to do that.
YouTubes
There's no pressure for you to ride at all, but you want to, don't you?
Well, I sort of do need to ride.
Yeah.
I can't just not ride.
Yeah, otherwise you'll come back from France and you won't be able to ride. Your fitness will be gone.
Don't think it'll be gone.
Because did you know that your fitness within 1 week can do? If you don't ride your bike for a week, you'll notice a difference.
Yeah, unless you're fatigued and you need the rest.
I don't know the exact source from that, but I just know that I think my coach and I've seen articles on it a week.
Yeah, you can't.
It only takes a week.
But I think ability.
It only takes
the ability
a
doesn't know, but the fitness does.
Yeah, sorry, I just broke into song. Anyway, moving on from ride chat, let's talk to Moan Minute chat. So every week we always do 1 minute of moaning. You can moan about whatever you want. No offence taken. I mean, last week we did go in a bit hard on each other. We don't have to moan about each other. We can if we want. So, Kyle, you can go first.
No, you asked me to go first, but I haven't thought of a moan.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
You
I'll put my
time me
timer
then.
on.
I haven't actually got one, but I'm going to spontaneously think of one.
Okay.
Oh, I've got one.
You got that quick?
Yeah, because it annoyed me today.
I think I know what it is then.
What?
3.
No, you guess.
2.
Guess what it
1.
is. Okay.
No. Go.
My main minute is about the lack of aircon in my car. My car does have aircon, but for some reason it's broken. It needs regassing or something. I don't know what the hell that means, but basically the aircon doesn't work. So I'm driving around in what I can only describe as an inferno, and it's not a disco. It's just an inferno. Basically, I'm sweltering in the car, and then when I'm stuck in traffic, it's horrible. I put the windows down, but still I'm sweltering. But then at the same time, although this is meant to be a moan, it's probably quite good for the heat training. So, silver linings and all that. The other moan is the garden. Still the garden. The grass is growing, but it's muddy. Chester can't go out there. So every night and every morning, we're having to take him down to this little grass spot at the bottom of the street, and he doesn't like it, and he doesn't wee. And you have to try and tell him to do a wee, and he doesn't want to, and it's just annoying. And then I worry that he's going to wee on the carpet in the night or something, but he hasn't so far. So yeah, that's it really.
So you've had 2 moans?
Yeah. What did you think I was going to moan about?
I don't think you can have 2 moans in 1 minute.
Well, I did. Just did it.
That's naughty, that.
Sorry. What did you think I was going to moan about?
No, they're valid moans. I'm a bit upset about the garden one, because I put a lot of work into that, planting that seed, and it is actually coming through.
It is coming through.
Tell me you're 30, well, nearly 30, not yet. Tell me you're 30 without telling me you're 30 when the things you get excited for when you get home from work is to see the little sprouts of grass coming through.
No, I was excited to see that.
I literally was telling the lads at work the other day, I'm basically a pensioner now. I was just like, I can't believe it. It's so exciting. Every time I come home from work, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
The grass is it is growing a little bit.
It's actually, if you look at it today, it's actually growing quite strongly in places.
Although, other words.
I did put a lot of seed on it.
Other thoughts to be said for your plant on the windowsill.
No, watered it today.
It's dying, Kyle.
It's not dying.
It is. The leaves are shriveled up and it's brown.
No, it's not. It's very green.
There's majority
It
brown.
needs some plant feed, apparently.
That is going to die when we're in France.
Yeah, that's what I'm a bit upset about.
Because no one's
Who's got a key to the house?
My mum, but I'm not asking my mum to come to water your 1 pot plant. That's not fair.
I've had that from a little
It's
plant.
about 4.
I've had that from
it's a half an hour drive for mum to get here. I'm not going to say, Mum, can you drive half an hour?
Well, I've had that from a little shoot.
It wasn't a little shoot.
It was a lot smaller.
You're making it sound like you've grown it from a seed. It was It was literally like a fully grown plant when you bought it from B&Q.
No, it was a lot smaller than that.
And you've managed to kill it.
It's got a lot bigger.
Although I can't talk because all my plants are dead.
No, come on, give me credit. That's got a lot bigger.
It has got bigger, but it's dying now. It's going to be dead.
That's not positive.
That plant is going to represent me when we get home from France.
Well,
that plant is going to be all depleted of energy, wilted, dehydrated.
Oh, Amy showing the negative sides.
That's what I'm going to be like when I'm back. But I can't talk because I've killed a cactus. And I didn't even know that was possible.
I'm not allowed a moment it today.
No, you can, but I'm just saying I killed a cactus.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I don't think you have a leg to stand on when you manage to kill a cactus.
Because literally cactuses are the easiest ones. And it's
because
really...
you barely have to do anything with them.
Laura actually took a photo of it because it looks that dishevelled.
It actually... They're all sucked in because there was no moisture in it.
Yeah. But she said she's going to show me the cactus picture when I'm in France and say, because I've said I'm not going to quit. And she said she's going to show me that and say, look, life isn't as hard as it is for this cactus right now for you.
That's a very good point. I like that, Laura.
Anyway, it's your Moan minute time. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Have you got one now?
Yeah.
Is it about me?
I was going to have one about you.
Go on, you can do it.
In fact, I've got two.
I can take it.
If you want me to, one about you.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, action.
Well, my first moan is today someone said to me, oh, it's absolutely boiling. I can't deal with this heat. This person was in an air-conned room while I'm sat outside with no shade, building houses in near on 30-degree heat, and not once did I moan. Please put respect on the bricklaying game. Don't start moaning about heat when you've not worked outside in it all day. That really grinds my gears. When I've got sweat running down my face like I have done all day, got flies stuck to me because I've got that much sun cream on. So yeah, that's my first moan. And my second bit of that moan is when Amy rings me when I'm at work saying, I can't open this door.
I was locked in the house.
I can't open this door, which is something I managed to do in 3 seconds flat. Can I just point out?
I'll wait till the end.
Yes, thank you. Rings me at work to have this moan while I'm at work. There's nothing I can do. And I say to her, what can I do for you? And she's like, nothing, but I'm just telling you. Well, all you're doing is stressing me out.
And that's the end. I feel like that's the same moan you had about me last week. But can I just say...
Right, I keep going back to this moan.
No, the reason I rung you is because you work 5 minutes around the corner. So I thought you could come and let me out of the house, seeing as I'm locked in here.
Oh, yeah, it's just as quick to put all my tools away, quickly run to my van, which is the other end of the building site. I climb
out the window because I couldn't open the garage from the inside. And that door, I'm sorry, even my mum and my sister both can't open it. We've had this new door and I cannot open it. Well, it's not new anymore.
I don't get it. I managed to do it easily every time and I don't see what the fuss is about it.
I was already stressed because I just got back from Tesco and left my whole shopping trolley there. And then there was a delivery man at the front door knocking on the door. Chester was crying. It's just really embarrassing because I was trying to open the door and the delivery man was the other side. And I was just shouting through the door, I'm sorry, my door's broke. I can't get out. He was like, do you want me to leave it on the door? So I was like, yeah. It was so embarrassing. And then I had to go to my sports massage and I couldn't get out the house.
We do it. No, you're exaggerating there. She says she can't get out of the house, but we do have patio doors you can go out of. But when she rang me...
how do I get around the side of the house? It's full of plants.
No, it's clear.
I'll come out with scratches.
I said, she's ringing me to tell me she can't get out the door. She's locked in the house. I was thinking, we've got a patio door. She just doesn't want to use it out of principle.
No, it's because I can't get out there because all the plants down the side.
There's not loads of plants down there.
I'd have to basically get a knife out the kitchen drawer to chop myself out.
Yeah, but you've obviously not been down there for a while, have you? Because it's quite easily accessible.
Is it?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, I know for next time, but I did think,
it's not so much that.
You're only 5 minutes away, so you could have come and let me out.
I understand. I do feel bad if you can't open the door.
It is horrible not being able to open your own front door, to be honest, because it's basically now every day.
I'm going to get we are actually going to have the window and door man back at some point.
Yeah, we are, because that door doesn't work.
And that's going to be on his list of jobs.
Paid a lot of money for that.
Yes.
Oh, what else has he got to do?
He's got to fit a new window in the extension.
Well, he better fit it better
and
than
a
that
new
door.
patio door.
No, he's not fitting another door.
No, he is. It's going to have handles out this door.
What do you mean, pull down handle? Yeah. Can we have one put on that door? Because I can't do it.
I don't think it's possible to have it put on that door. But I do believe he might be able to loosen the spring slightly.
Yeah, please do.
I've had a quick
It's not just me. My mum can't do it, neither can my sisters.
I think there's a way of loosening the spring a bit so it's not as hard to turn.
Yeah. If mum comes round at all to water the grass when we're in France, actually she might come to water the grass. So
your mum won't need to.
Why not? Oh, your mate's doing it.
Labourers coming to do it.
Yeah, so we can't ask mum to come here just to water your pot plant, Kyle. It's not fair.
So leave it outside and tell my labourer to water that as well while he's here.
Leave it outside. It's an indoor plant. That'll definitely kill it.
Oh.
Unless we give the plant to mum at her house.
What, and tell her to revive it?
Yeah, mum probably revive it for you. That's true. Should we give him a cactus as well?
There's no reviving the cactus.
The cactus is fully dead.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, that was a good moan.
It was a good moan. We'll move on to mental health now. That we always like to end with the mental health note. So, actually, we missed one thing. One thing that makes you love me more. One thing I've done this week that makes you love me more. We have got time. We've got 10 minutes.
I need a nap.
A nap? It's 7 o'clock at night. You'll fall asleep all night.
You've been working me hard since I've got home.
Kyle, I'm pretty sure that sitting on the sofa chatting to me is not hard work. Is it?
You say this.
If it
but
is,
in fact,
if it isn't our marriage,
can I just point out my work friends actually listened to our podcast last week.
Did they gonna shout
and
them
they
out?
agreed with my point of when you say, "Oh, it's relaxing to do the podcast." I was like, "It's a different kind of relaxing."
Yeah, it's not fully relaxing, like because we're
No.
not just relaxed, are we? Because we know that
Can't
people are
turn it
listening
off.
to this. But what I mean is, if it's that much of an effort to sit and talk to your wife, I think we need some serious marriage
I
intervention.
love talking to you, but I think
No, we're all right.
you know what I'm like. I like just
We might
not
need
talk.
we might need some marriage intervention after France.
Yeah, I might either in the morning or at the end of the day, my energy is depleted,
Mine is.
and I just don't talk.
My energy is depleted right now, and I need to cook dinner. But what I will say is, let's
Go on
finish
then,
on mental health and this. What's one thing this week I've done that makes you love me more, and what's one thing I've done that makes you love me less?
One thing that loves you more.
Or as I like to call it, love me more, love me less.
I think one thing that makes me love you more is the fact that you put a lot of work into doing my road book for France.
Yeah.
So it's all nicely organised and making my job a little bit easier. Which it is, which will give me more time as a whole. So that'll be good.
So I've made you a little book so you know exactly where to meet me.
Yeah,
and where you
which
go
I would have
everything.
sorted myself anyway, but
It just make it easier for you. When
you've done it to help a little bit, which is nice. But it's also made it easier to know where you want me to meet you.
Yeah.
And where you want me to ride with you. One thing makes me love you less is, as much as I can understand it, that you're stressed. You have your little strop sometimes.
I did have a little strop last night.
And that does annoy me because I'm like, you're taking it out on me, but that's expected.
I did feel bad last night. I didn't really take it out on you, but I was doing my bike tyre.
Yeah, but you can't say it to anyone else, so it is going to naturally come across to me.
And I did get a bit stressed at myself, and I was like annoyed at myself.
Which I felt bad for, but that's why I did it.
Because I was like, I can't do it, but I didn't want you to help me because I wanted to do it myself.
And with the door today. But I can tell it's just because you're stressed as well.
Yeah, I do feel like I am myself, but I feel like I'm a bit irritable at the minute. I think it's because I am feeling the pressure for France.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to do it. Like I know that as soon as I start cycling on that first day,
I think I'll be glad when you start.
I'll be fine. But I think it's just because it's just the waiting game now, and because I'm tapering, I can't just go out on my bike for a long ride. It's just like, it's not like I'm awful. I'm fine. Like it's not like I'm like Mardy every day.
You've been a lot more stressed than
It's just like I'm a bit more stressed than normal, so things are getting to me, and I think I'm just
overthinking things.
I'm feeling the pressure.
But yeah.
But I'm trying to remain calm.
Anyway.
For you, right, one thing that makes me love you more is how hard you've been working. It's the same I feel like it's the same every week, but
yeah, you can
it's how like calm you are about France. Because that's helpful for me.
I'm not sure you're always like that though.
Sometimes Kyle, are you trying to make me not love you? Yeah. I'm trying to do the nice
I'm using
thing.
your positive.
I'm trying to say my positive.
I've
You're
just
like,
flip reversed
oh no,
you.
you're reversing it. Okay,
I've just
then.
Uno
Do you want me to
reversed
just do the things I don't like about you?
No.
And what else do I make me love you more?
Multiple.
Oh, that you always text me every morning saying you love me when you get to work.
Yeah, I was actually a bit upset one day last week, I think it was, where I didn't actually text you.
You forgot
when I
to text
thought
me.
I had.
It was the first time ever, because every morning you get to work and you text me.
There's been a few occasions.
You always
not
text
very,
me saying I love you, have a good day, and I always text you back saying I love you too. Have a
Even
good
when
day.
you've annoyed me, I still text you.
Yeah, I know, and I text you every day. I love that. And then the thing that love you less is probably sometimes when I'm stressed, you sometimes get stressed yourself, if you know what I mean. When I'm not really, like, if I'm like annoyed at myself, you think I'm annoyed at you when I'm not.
No, it's not that. Bit of therapy here now. It's more the fact that you get stressed, which I'm fine with, and I stay calm for a reasonable amount of time.
I sometimes don't stay calm because sometimes I need to just like let it out.
Yeah.
So I'll like be annoyed at myself. So I might be like, oh, you're an idiot, Amy, or something, when I can't do the tyre. Or like just need to like, I don't know, I'll just be stressed. And you can just tell I'm stressed. And instead of just like leaving me to it, you can't really,
I feel like you get worse when I leave you to it.
If I say to you like, just don't talk to me for a bit, I just don't want to talk, I just need to have a bit of quiet. I think you then think I'm annoyed at you, but I'm not. I just need like my own space.
Yeah, but I'm better at that.
Yeah.
I am better at
So then sometimes you'll be like, are you not talking to me? Why aren't you talking to me? You're not talking to me. And like, no, I'm not annoyed at you. It's not that I don't want to talk to you because you've annoyed me. I just don't want to talk to anyone right now. I just need like half an hour to not talk. But you don't like it, so you come in like, are you talking to me yet? And then it just annoys me. So
everyone's just different though, aren't they? Like when I'm stressed, I like to.
You like to talk and stuff.
No, not necessarily. If an argument wise, I like to talk.
Yeah.
I think if I'm stressed.
Yeah.
I don't like to shout and jump around.
No.
Because that's not the way I work. I like to stop and think.
I like to jump around on a trampoline.
And like when you get stressed about things, like say like I'm changing a wheel and you think it's going really wrong, you'll get really stressed about it. Whereas I'll stop, pause, think about things, and deal with it in my own head.
That's how I'd do it if I was normal.
No, but I deal with it in my own head.
Yeah, if I'm being rational, that's how I do. If I'm not, I start crying.
Yeah.
And get really stressed. But I also think, unfortunately, I'm due on my period next week when I start Tour de France. So this is like, and I really struggle the week before, as you know. I get very like emotional and my hormones play havoc. So I think that's been playing into it as well. It's like the worst time because always the week before my period. I'm not going to apologise for talking about my period to men because it's a normal thing. I always get really like, things irritate me a lot more and I don't know, I just feel like I'm going crazy. And I've always had it. And it's like the worst time because on top of that, I've also got the actual stress of the Tour de France. So, yeah.
So it's all understandable and I don't
But it's all
going to
be fine. It's all going to be good. And I actually feel better for talking tonight with you on this podcast. So we'll finish with the mental health note then. So I think the mental health tip for this week, which I probably need for myself as well, is just to take each day at a time. Not worry about not worry about 2 weeks' time or what's going to happen next week. Just focus on today because I think a lot of the time we're like wishing life away because we're always like looking to the next thing and we actually forget just to be in the moment and enjoy the day in the moment and even the minute that you're in. So just, focus on the moment you're in because you never get it back. You don't get a receipt for the day, Kyle. It's a one time only. So just enjoy every day.
If I did, you'd ask for it for the spreadsheet.
I would have asked for a receipt for yesterday and not to have a meltdown about a tyre. But that's it. I've learnt from it. It made me realise I was stressed. I went on a little walk and I came back much better. So, I just got to take one day at a time. And I think don't be hard on yourself. If you do, we all get stressed at times and we all have little meltdowns, but that's normal. You're not going to be happy all the time. You're not going to be the best version of yourself all the time. It's not possible. We're human at the end of the day. And there's probably going to be many times in France where if I'm struggling, I might not be the nicest person to be around, but I'm going to try and make sure that I am. So I'm going to try and stop, breathe, think is my motto before speaking when I'm angry or when I'm struggling. But yeah, anything to add, Kyle?
No, apart from the coffee's going cold, so.
Oh, sorry.
And I can't.
You've had a coffee sat there this whole time?
Yes, and I don't want to slurp.
You could slurp, it's fine.
No,
we're not in a church or a blooming official meeting.
We need to wrap this up anyway.
I don't think people would mind if you slurped a coffee. Go and have a slurp.
No, I'm not slurping.
Have a sip because then I can actually see if you can hear it or not when I edit it.
No.
Go on.
No.
Oh.
I'm not doing it on mic.
I'll edit it out.
No. I'm not doing it.
You don't want to have a little slurp?
No. Okay. I refuse to slurp.
It's probably cold now anyway.
It will be...
Actually, no, it's really hot in here, so it's probably still warm.
I doubt it might have a bit of warmth to it, which will be okay. I don't mind it a little bit tepid.
Anyway, I'm going to go and cook us dinner now.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
And you'll be pleased to know we're having chicken.
Are we?
Not fish. Yeah, we're having chicken. Seriously.
What chicken though? What are you doing with it?
Well, you've got a choice. So we can either have... I've bought some pak choy. We could stir fry.
Oh.
What?
You know I don't like pak choy.
It's a nice different vegetable that we don't have.
It's not nice, but it is a vegetable.
Okay, well... You don't have to have that. I'll just put it in mine.
No, I will have it.
So you've got an option of... I've got some fresh coriander, fresh ginger, fresh garlic.
Yeah.
Peppers, onion, mushrooms. You won't have them, just me. Pak choy. With noodles or rice. That's the only choice, really.
Did you say what the option
I carried on like I was going to say something else, but that's it.
So the options are... You govern what you're having, but you can either have noodles or rice.
But I kind of want noodles, so I think we're going to have noodles.
All the ingredients you've just listed were quite pointless. So all you're asking me is... Would you prefer noodles or rice with your chicken stir fry?
Yeah, it's chicken stir fry, basically.
That was a long way around it, wasn't it?
I mean, there is the option to have chicken with mash and veg, but then I feel like that's not a hot day dinner. It's really hot outside. And also, I don't think there's any potatoes left, so...
That's a shame.
Also, you can't really have, I want to use the coriander and the ginger and everything.
I think I'm Irish, because I love potatoes.
You do? You do love potatoes? I've never actually met anyone that loves potatoes as much as you. You'd have potato every day if you could.
Yeah, I would.
Anyway, do you want noodles or rice?
Noodles.
Great stuff, because that's what we're having anyway.
Yeah.
Because that's what I wanted, so I was going to cook noodles anyway, whatever you said.
Would you?
Yeah.
So the option was completely invalid.
Basically, we're having a chicken stir fry with noodles.
No, so Chester just woke up from his slumber.
Chester.
He's had a hectic day.
He looks so cute. Anyway, we're waffling on now, so we're going to go. I'm going to go and cook your dinner, Kyle, and get an early night. So, TT's actually going to watch Love Island.
Yeah.
I love watching that. Nice bit of brain-numbing telly.
All right then.
Right.
Cool.
Thank you so much for listening. TT's the FN. Ta-ta for now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.